Leftovers are one game away from their first win here in HGC, and it would be a big one against Diamond Skin. But Diamond Skin is a formidable team. We've seen them beat Team Liquid in the past, and they have experience as well. So Leftovers for game number 3 have to make sure they bring it all out here to get a win.
Linked went to Twitter immediately after the victory on Curse Hollow, and he said, one more map, and we won't be 0-14 at the end of the phase.
Isn't that a sad goal? Poor guys, man. It's just,
why? It's like,
I know, but like,
hey, baby steps.
You know, they've been putting a lot of work in and stuff. I want them to win. I just care, you know. I care a little bit for them.
Yeah,
personally, I want them to get their win.
That's a total European perspective.
Yeah,
you take baby
true.
steps. You start with the first map win.
Yeah.
Once you have that, you work for the match win. And once you're there, you try to get out of the Crucible, and you go for number 1.
Kudos, Leftovers. There you go, number 1. You just jump, go all the way. Let's go to Battleground number 3 here. Diamond Skin with the choice. Infernal Shrines will be our Battleground. Leftovers with the first pick. Will Infernal Shrines be the map that Leftovers fins it here, or will Diamond Skin start to make a comeback?
Well, so Infernal Shrines has a couple of things about it. First of all, for Diamond Skin, it's not really a bad map. They don't have a great win ratio on it. They played 5 times on Infernal Shrines. They chose it 4 times, and they won it twice. So that leaves them with a 40% win ratio. Doesn't sound too impressive up to the point where you realize they only have a 29% win ratio overall. So then you look at their opponent, Leftovers, and Leftovers is 0-4 on the map. So probably a pretty good map to pick if you are already finding yourself in a pretty dangerous situation where you could be eliminated from the series. So a very good map choice that we have for Diamond Skin now, and that leaves, of course, Leftovers with first pick and first ban. One question that I have.
What's that?
Cassia, what's happening with her? She's 6-0 now. They played her twice, and they played the Cassia-Li Ming combo and ETC. So when we're talking about Cassia and when we're talking about ETC, would you expect one of the two to be banned out?
I think if you were to ban anything out, it'd be the ETC. I feel like in draft, you could adjust to deal with the Cassia, right? We just need to get a mix in here. You get a Gul'dan suddenly, you get a Li Ming in the mix-up, suddenly you have some damage against that Cassia, Chromia as well. So I could see some mix-ups coming in, but Leftovers, their success and their cohesion has gone up since ETC has come into play for them. And I feel like if you're going to ban out one, ETC is the linchpin that is holding this team together. Yeah,
I could agree with that. We've seen a lot of ETC bans against Lauber, and that might be another game where that starts. Zealots, for example, have done the same thing after ETC had success with them. They're saying, okay, this is getting a little bit too dangerous for us. Let's make sure ETC is not going to be a problem. We had Tyrael and Tracer banned out by Diamond Skin in the past 2 games, and at this point Malfurion is already eliminated, so questions still remaining. How exactly is Diamond Skin now reacting to this? In the past, when we talk about Diamond Skin heroes, that they have actually banned Abathur a couple of times, they banned Tyrael, they have banned out Gul'dan and Genji. They've been all over the place when it comes to their bans on this map. So I'm a bit curious what they're gonna do now, if they are reacting to what Leftovers played in the previous games, or if they are just going for a meta ban again.
It's a hard one. Tracer on this Battleground seen less, but we have had games where she's picked up. Blaze, great on this Battleground, and I feel like you just got to stop giving away to your opponents, and lately Blaze has just been successful for a lot of teams, and they decided to get rid of the Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze
Leftovers
targeting the front line, sorry, the offlane.
You decide here, do they want to try and dabble in Tracer on this Battleground, or do they want to stick with a little bit more traditional picks? Something that you need to consider, ooh, they go straight into Tracer, is that Diamond Skin has shown time and time again that if you leave Odin up, Tychus here on this Battleground, they will pick it up.
With Tracer, this is the first time that Leftovers had the chance to go for her, because on the first map it was picked away immediately by Diamond Skin, and then on the second it was banned out. So this is the first opportunity that Leftovers have to get Tracer for themselves, and they immediately jump on it. So already a big change when it comes to their own drafting. And it's going to be interesting if that's going to be as successful as the Li Ming Cassia ATC draft they had so far.
That's right. Well, Tracer is here. Diamond Skin thinking about their pickups as well. Dahaka is up and available, something that we have seen from Nande in the past. Nande did have a phase in 2017 where he played some unorthodox picks in the top lane or in lanes that he would switch off, but I don't expect him to really sway away from anything important here. I expect to see that Dahaka coming in. It's just a matter of when do we get that Tychus in. I'm assuming for our first and second pick, it's going to be the Malfurion and potentially the Dahaka. Later on, get that Tychus after the ban phase.
Yeah, I would really expect Tychus, because Diamond Skin plays a lot with Tychus. And the interesting part is also that the ban on Malfurion is something where Leftovers has really studied what does Diamond Skin play on this map.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it from the team's perspective, this is a map that you expect to play in this series, just simply because it is a map that Diamond Skin chose so many times in the past, and where they're also fairly successful. So you expect this map to be played. So you take a closer look at what has Diamond Skin played here.
Yeah.
And one of the most played heroes that Diamond Skin has is Malfurion. So that's one of the reasons why Malfurion got banned this early by Leftovers, because normally when you're trying to head into a Tracer composition, you're trying to pick up Malfurion for yourselves. So a very nice target ban from the Leftovers, and that also lets me to believe that they are very well aware of Tigers being a staple for Diamond Skin. So we could see a ban on Tigers now on the second, or we could maybe even see them saying, you know what, we're going to add another auto attack damage dealer, but they go into Gul'dan instead. They pick ETC as well to make sure Diamond Skin can't ban it out. So now I would expect Tigers to be banned by Leftovers on their rotation.
And forgive me at home, for some reason I registered Malfurion getting banned out, but I totally didn't even like think about it. I'm like, wow, they went into Tyrael and Greymane, why did they leave Malfurion up for the Tracer? All makes sense now after finally getting my brain to connect.
Don't worry,
with my wave thoughts. Thank you, Caldor, for bringing that in. So we get Gul'dan on ETC. No major support coming in for Tracer, but we have seen compositions in the past that has been played without getting that Malfurion. You can have Tracer, be fine with an Uther, be fine with a different support if needed.
That's the beauty about dual casting as well. You usually have your partner picking up the slack immediately.
Yeah,
I remember one time when I solo casted a game and I rammed it from the first ban to the end of the cast.
You don't want to check and balance.
Why do they not pick this? And then at the end I double checked chat and someone said like, doofus, they banned it on the first spot. And I was
what
just
an
sitting
amateur
there, oh
caster. What is he doing? This is his job. Genji gets banned out here. Will not be played for Leftovers, but they have dive like crazy here. Tyrael, Greymane. I wouldn't mind seeing an Uther play here.
Again, Genji over Tychus?
Maybe they feel they can put enough pressure on Tychus. One of the issues...
I mean, maybe Diamond Skin steps it up, but they have played Tychus in nearly every game here. In 4 to 5 games on Infernal Shrines, they play Tychus. So I would really expect them to go for him again, especially now that Greymane is less of a poke, but more of a commitment hero, where you try to go in and you play more with Worgen form. I would still expect them to have someone in the back line that can just fire away, and Tychus fills that job just beautifully well with Odin.
Garrosh and Uther coming in here for Diamond Skin. We'll be getting a 5th pick later on for more damage, potentially. But right now, the foundation for Diamond Skin, bit aggressive, good for control as well. Garrosh, although he's one of these heroes that can throw the opponents into your team, he's also good at just sitting down as a bully, saying, all right, this is my space, and if you invade the space, I will punish you. And that will pay off well if we do get that Tychus later on. Leftovers, if they do have to face off against Tychus, at least they have a Corruption Gul'dan here. Corruption's pretty easy to hit whenever Tychus goes into that Odin form because he is stationary for a couple of seconds, so that's helpful. But the main issue is that Pulse Bomb. With that armor coming in there, you don't get the full burst that you would normally see from a Tracer. So I am questioning how exactly they're going to get these kills. My assumption, ETC into a Horrify will be helpful, but they have to be quick.
What do you think for the offlane? Arthur's or Dehaka? Because Arthur's, you could put ETC on the side lane if you want. You don't have to go for Mosh Pit, you can go Stage Dive.
Sure.
We've seen it in the first game. Arthur's would give you more Shrine Control. But if you go Dehaka, you have that Global and you have the threat around the Mosh Pit available. Neither. Malthael taken. Okay, so this is an important one. Malthael, super popular again in North America, but in Europe, not really being picked a lot. Even after the rework that we saw, we have seen him only once, and that was by Tricked. They still went into Tormented Souls and they lost the game. So now we have Malthael for the second time after the changes that came through the patch. And that is going to be super interesting, because now we're going to see if Leftovers go down a different path than Tricked did. Especially when it comes to the ult, of course.
Yeah, last rights against Garrosh.
Yeah.
Bypass that armor. Let's go. We'll see if that will be it.
Okay, what are we seeing here now, though? Is it going to be the Tychus? We expect the Tychus, but they're hesitating. So there's definitely some discussion going on about different things they could play right now. So what's going to be the choice? Hanzo is still out there. Very little that we haven't seen him in the drafts at all. Neither picked or played. So this could be an opportunity. Could be Tychus.
I'd pick Rag here.
Of course he would.
But it's going to be Tychus.
It's about damn time.
Rag would have been an auto-win, just saying.
Yeah.
Regardless, Diamond Skin pulling out their
Especially
Tychus.
with Lava Wave. It's such a fantastic ult.
Yeah.
And I can't do this.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
Continue.
I know.
I want to hear your
I was
spot-on analysis.
I was really trying to go in and try to stay super serious and try to explain to you why Lava Wave is awesome.
Let's try it again. Let's look for it, and let's look at each other in 3, 2.
Okay, give me another 3. Wait a second. Don't count it. Give me a second.
Well, we give Calidor time to collect himself because apparently he can't be professional. Let's
Can
go
you
ahead and talk about
please
it.
stop to make jokes while I'm trying to be serious for a second? Okay, I'm
All right,
ready.
I'm ready. Let me know when it's look.
I can't. I'm going to work for it for the next series.
We'll get it next week. Oh, there is no next week.
You know, Tim, I actually think that Lava Wave is a fantastic heroic ability.
Mm.
If you get the meta, sorry, not the meta, but the macro just right, and you push the outer lanes with Lava Wave,
Yeah.
you can really focus the macro pressure onto your opponent that allows you, especially if you have the patience around an objective, for example,
Sure.
to get the value. Because you force the opponent onto the lane, and then you can commit to the objective. Or, if you lose a keep, it's always comeback potential that you have with Lava Wave, because the catapults that push in, you can take them out with it. Come on, that was good.
That's pretty insane. I feel like I'm sold on that heroic. We may have to try that sometime. Let's go into game number 3 here. Leftovers up 2-0. Can they clinch the win? The first one of HGC where it's Diamond Skin done playing around. We'll find out as they pull out their Tychus.
I feel like I deserve a cookie or something.
A couple.
Game on, boys! We have a 2-0 lead for the Leftovers over Diamond Skin, and to the left, it's Lauba on ETC. Once again, Portiboss on Malthael, linked on Rega. We see Gul'dan played by Blakidney, and we have DAB on Tracer.
On the right side, in the red, Diamond Skin. Wolf Joe playing Uther, Darkmok on Greymane, Nande on Tyrael, Robodoba playing Garrosh, and Rosbeg on Tychus. Groundbreaker again on that level 1, by the way, so it seems like that was not a Cassia reaction. Seems to enjoy it.
I'm hyped for this one. I really want to see how this is going to work out with Malthael. This is really the one here. But there's a couple. I mean, again, does ETC give the values to Leftovers that Lauba was able to present his team with in the last few games? Is DAB on Tracer now going to be that force that really shuts down Greymane, for example, or is able to take Tychus down? But more importantly, what do we see on level 10 for Malthael? So far, Europe hasn't recognized Malthael as a strong force, not to the extent that North America chooses the hero at this point, or bans him out even. And after the rework, we have seen him only once with Tormented Souls. Will we see against Garrosh in particular, with Malthael in the game? Now, there's alternative mode. Are we going to see Last Rites?
We'll see here. For now, there's been a 2-on-2 on the top lane. Tracer actually having to deal with Tyrael and Greymane, and Tracer falls early. As Diamond Skin finds a kill, Darkmok coming in there with the cleave.
The shoes are left. Bit of a Cinderella story up here. The shoes outside of the gate. Where's the prince on the other team that will find her? Don't think it's Greymane. It's more Beauty and the Beast, I feel.
You call Greymane a beast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's appropriate. Just making sure. I want to see if you had any doubt there, or if you
No,
were fully committed to the idea.
none
of calling him a
whatsoever. I look at that portrait at the top and I see those teeth and I'm like, yeah, that's a beast. That's pretty much a definition.
I'm actually looking at this and I think, yeah, none of Tracer's shoes would have fit any of these characters, so she's definitely the one that would have gotten the Cinderella story. All of them have big feet. Every single one of them.
It could also have to do
Tyrael
with the
has
fact
the
that Tracer is the only girl in the entire setup.
I mean, feet sizes aren't related to genders. Come on.
We have a couple of orcs around here. We have a couple of hood. Okay, I guess Tyrael could be a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits like a girl. He has a hoodie, so who knows? Could just have a dark voice.
Leftovers gets a power slide onto Tychus, getting poked a little bit, doing some decent damage overall. And Leftovers, able to control Mercamp, gets it pushing in the middle.
At this point, I mean, the camp that was taken earlier at the bot lane, that's something that Diamond Team definitely needed to deal with, and they now finally took that out. But it took a fair chunk of hit points out of the bottom tower, so that's an easy pick for Leftovers whenever they are trying to commit to it. The LaFour ability is in play now, and of course we're going to see the next shrine appearing, or the first shrine appearing pretty soon. And that's when the action is going to start for real, for sure. So at this point, Blakidney is one of the heroes that we have to watch out for because of Echoed Corruption, and whenever he completes the quest, he's at this point sitting at 3 stacks. Same is true for Lauba. The earlier he gets his Proc Rock completed, the better for the team. And of course it would help significantly if you can take those shrines as well, since you get the extra globes.
Typically, with a Tychus composition, you'll be waiting till level 10 before you try to fight too hard over the shrines. However, with them having the CC they have between Garrosh and Uther, and the blow-up potential between Greymane, could be nice for them to actually move in for the shrine. We'll see if they intend to do so. As Gul'dan and Rhaegar stay in the bottom for Leftovers, and bully out Rosbeg as best they can.
Yeah, Rosmig is currently split a bit from the rest of the team. Is one of the main damage dealer, needs to be careful. So does Roba-Doba, who has taken severe damage. A lot of the players on the side of Diamond Skin are low in HP, and the rest of them is now being chased here in the middle by the leftovers. The blue team has a fantastic spot now to take not only the lead in minion stacks, but really pressure Diamond Skin for the first objective.
Yeah, and they're pretty well set up in the area. Gonna back up a little bit and kite where they can, get that gold damage in. Ooh, big corruption hitting multiple people. Rosmig taking the brunt of the damage there. Roba-Doba positioning forward. Has about 22 armor, but still needs to be a bit careful of being engaged upon.
Yeah, Malthael is back to business after he defeated the top lane against the camp, so now he can start moving into the cleave attack, of course, helping with a deep push. Moving in, Blink Kidney is extremely low, but Rosmig is also in trouble. The bomb comes out, doesn't take him down, but Wolfjaw is also low in HP. All of them actually are. A lot of AoE damage is coming through here, and Lauber just zones for the team, creates the space and uses the face melt. Once again, the hits from Gul'dan just keep coming.
They keep coming, and they're enough to give a Punisher over. Nande hoping to escape. DAB chasing here, almost getting a Pulse Bomb. He has it now. Can he land the Pulse Bomb? Maybe he doesn't even need to. Goes in. He breaks the wall with a fist and then gets a kill on Tyrael.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Breaking through the wall here, you can just picture him just going straight
through
that thing.
Just karate chop that thing.
Can you make that sound again?
That's the gate falling. We're in the future, obviously, with Heroes of the Storm, so.
That reminded me a little bit of the Mecha video. That was
Yeah.
good. But yeah, value for sure. Not only getting the kill, that was great, but more importantly that they were able to get the Punisher. The extra globes for Lauber, who's now already sitting at 7, getting the damage in. And the AoE from their end is actually great. Not only that we have Gul'dan creating this much space for the team and just firing down those allies, taking Diamond Skin's HP away, but we also have Malthael, who is really hurting in this small space here.
Well, so far it's been good news bears for leftovers, but don't worry, Diamond Skin at 10. 2 more levels, they'll be able to get that Odin in.
One cool thing that I really like, and I really wanted to see this with new Greymane, is that we have Swift Retribution taken over Reciprocate on level 7 now for Nanda's Tyrael. I really like that. Since with Greymane you're now way closer to the action, since you always want to commit to the Worgen form. Keep in mind, we have Viciousness on level 1 now, we have Insatiable on level 4, and we are seeing again the Wisdom Duelist currently on 3 stacks on level 7. So if you have Tyrael helping you out with even more attack speed thanks to Swift Retribution on 7, that's just fantastic synergy between the two.
Roba-Doba having to deal with the synergy of leftovers, though. Pulse Bomb comes out, chunks him, he's getting lower and lower, and he finally falls, trying to escape. But another pick, leftovers are just slaying right now. Dark Block left. No corruption. Yeah, from Fletcher. He was also low, couldn't really go that way, but still 2 kills, that's nice.
Leftovers on fire right now, and Garrosh is one of those guys that is so difficult to take down, and Malthael in the team composition helps so much with that already, and that's even before level 10s. And we have the 10s in, and the question has been answered, and as expected, it is last rights this time. So we are going to see how much he can stack that up, but Leftovers is already on fire. 3 kills against 1, the Tychus kill here as well. They're looking super strong here.
They're not playing like leftovers today. They're playing like a 5-course meal. They're dominating on every single front, soaking lanes, getting damage in, getting picks. Now with them having level 10 here, they have they have a full level and a half over their opponents. And it's trying to be activating soon. They got to be loving where they're at.
Yeah, I mean, with Leftovers that good, I want seconds.
Mashed potatoes with extra gravy. They're clearing the top left. Podyboss doing his best here to get this Mercant pushing in, knowing that the Shrine will be activating in about 30 seconds. Diamond Skin finally hits 10, though. This is the moment we've been talking about. This is where they have a chance to actually take a fight against their opponents.
Yeah, this is really also where Odin comes into play, and this is the most important part now, that you can really play with Odin around the objective. But their tools in general, just look at the synergy that they have here. Divine Shield for Greymane, Sanctification after the engages.
Last rights.
This is where Diamond Skin comes back through. Moving in round, it was a very early last rights, by the way. That didn't get a lot of value for them. Wolfjaw here, very low now though, after he got just attacked by Blink Kidney and ran into that Corruption. Echo Corruption stacks, by the way, sitting on 21. Also, quick update, Wisdom Duelist at 6 stacks out of 30. We're seeing for Darkmork here. Lauber has not completed Rock yet either. He's sitting at 9 stacks. So here you have a bit of an overview of a lot of quest talents at this point, but leftovers already. on the Shrine, taking a massive lead in the stacks.
Part of that's DAB on Tracer. He slowed down the rotation from Diamond Skin, was near the area, got a couple of auto attacks in, made them remount once again. Leftovers continuing the poke as Ross Mag will pop Odin. And typically you have that Odin pop when you're around 10 to 15 because you want to get to that 30. He had to pop it just to get started here because Leftovers was so far ahead.
Very early, and now they can move away from this and can still poke a bit from the outside, maybe with with Gul'dan. But keep in mind that there's a camp pushing at the top lane, so there's a bit of a clock on what Leftovers are doing here. Horrify already being used. They're starting to go in Lauber, and it's time to dance, baby. Going in and hitting Uther with it as well. Good zone, but not getting the entire duration through, but definitely drawing a wedge between the opponent. Nice Ancestral. Greymane goes down. Well played here. They go for Roba-Doba. The Punisher's already been taken by Diamond Skin, but another kill is already imminent. And this is the triple as we see Garrosh and Uther and Greymane all die. The Punisher has been claimed by Diamond Skin, but they lose the fight.
Easy defense for Leftovers, especially with the 3 members picked up for Diamond Skin, as you mentioned. They're trying to make a play for Malthael on the top left, but Bodybus turns around for the attack. He knows DAB's coming on in. He doesn't have his Lost Right available, but he gets a kill anyways, getting 1 stack so far.
Yeah, 1 stack by him, and we also have now Tychus falling. This is getting extremely scary for Diamond Skin. They're 2 levels behind, and it's 7 kills against 1. Leftovers is just looking brutal. They're looking more and more as if they can clean out the series with the 3-0. And this is coming from a team that has only won 2 maps in HGC 2018. Only 2. And they are about to take down Diamond Skin without even losing a single map. Now, we're not there yet. And Diamond Skin has shown in the past a lot of comebacks and comeback potential. But Leftovers just are playing... I mean, they're playing out of their mind right now. The confidence on the players. You can really see how that momentum that they build up with the 2 earlier wins is helping them to just dominate this so far.
All the good news for Diamond Skin is they didn't lose a fort during that entire exchange. Good for them, being able to grab that Punisher. So they're still here. Need to get level 13 and try to catch up with their opponents who are currently at level 14.5. Diamond Skin are half a level away from that 13. So a couple wave experience will be helpful for them. And it all comes down to an engage. They actually had a pretty decent engage there. They got the Rhaegar thrown in by Roba-Doba. They just didn't have the follow-up they needed, and the Horrify went a different direction than they intended for it to land. I
mean, one of the saving graces was that they won the Diamond Skin at least won the Punisher. If they would have lost the objective and lost 3 heroes, 4 if you count Tychus falling shortly afterwards as well, that could have been so much worse because, as you said, yeah, exactly, keep wall, because right now the forts are still on the map, and that's mainly because the objective was at least secured. But they are pushing in aggressively now, and if they get structures, they will get their 16 for the next Shrine phase, and that is going to be rough.
Diamond Skin wants to fight. It's so telegraphed. They're trying to force something, and Leftovers realizing that aggression, seeing that there aren't anyone on the field in the middle on the top soaking at all for Diamond Skin, they pull away. They play it safe, they play it patient, and they play reserved, knowing they have the lead. Great call from them. Lauber controlling the bush as well. Scouts out where Diamond Skin is able to escape while Gul'dan plays safe.
Yeah, and of course, if Malthael can stack his quest on 10, his last rights, that would be fantastic for them for the late stages of the game. He's currently sitting on only 1, but that's going to increase. Also, we still have only 6 stacks on Greymane on his Wizened Duelist. That's not really a whole lot of damage, especially since Lauber is also going to hit another one of his power spikes fairly soon. He has 15 globes already, so he needs another 5, and he's going to be golden. And with Echoed Corruption, we're looking at 28 stacks now out of the 40 that Bleak Kidney needs. So he's a little bit slower than he could be maybe, but that's still something that eventually Diamond Skin will have to deal with.
Diamond Skin takes a small window they have though, and they take a fort away from their opponents. A little small move there to get some experience. They're chasing a kill, looking to grab somebody if they can. Lauber, though, with some great knockbacks, is able to get his team to safety. And Leftovers takes the opportunity with 2 of their teammates to push and grab the Merkin.
Again, I cannot say how happy I am that they are now drafting way more ATC for Lauber. The earlier games that they played in the first 2-3 playdays of HGC, they always try to go for different ideas, and it never really worked out for them. But ETC is just a staple for him as the frontliner. He knows how to create space with it. He knows how to keep his backline safe and how to create opportunities through power slides and mosh pits. And that's something that he really excels at. We have seen him on other tanks where he has also shown great games, but it just pales in comparison to what he can pull off on ETC.
Yeah, speaking of ETC right now, Leftovers with that talent advantage of 16.5. are going to group 4 up and push in and do a little bit of harassment on this keep wall. Diamond Skin has shown that they are on the bottom lane. They just cleared out a lane. Tychus is grabbing the Merc camp. With Greymane in the middle, there's no threat of being caught, so they want to be able to extend their lead in this lane. On the top side, if they take out this keep wall, suddenly that Punisher is going straight for the opponent's keep. You get that? Catapult pressure.
And that's, of course, the idea. Try and take the keep down. But I like that Greymane is really focusing on this fort in the middle. The idea here is to get enough experience so that you can defend with level 16 talents against your opponent. And here comes Odin already. They're popping it early. They're trying to just push this back as much as they can. But, of course, Greymane isn't back yet. He's about to. But yeah, now we have him back in the fight, so it's going to be a 5 versus 5. Can the leftovers take the keep down?
Already chunking it down. Minion wave here as well. The well will fall. Diamond Skin kiting where they can. Gonna be having the Odin duration expire soon. Pulse Bomb comes out and hits Robodoba.
They're going for the keep. They're trying to go for it right now. Pulse Bomb has already been thrown out, but as he said, they go for the keep and they take it. The Punisher is on 50% HP, but now leftovers are on the move back. There is no reason to stay any longer. They have the keep. That's all they wanted at this point, and now they retreat.
Retreat. The Punisher chasing around a little bit. Eventually will get cleaned up. The bottom lane needs to be cleared soon, but leftovers are already on their way. Even just mounting, not doing any lazy backs, not staying in the bushes and potentially getting caught. Making sure to keep their lanes cleared out, and now the next Punisher becomes that much more important for Diamond Skin. They have to secure it, it feels like, or they're not going to be able to start breaking down the map.
Nice aggression by Diamond Skin. They want fights now, of course. They don't want to wait until leftovers is on 20, so they're aggressively invading the camps and trying to force leftovers to react. Another couple of stacks for Blake Kidney. Skuldan, 33 now. 2 globes left for Lauber to hit his proc rock, so that he has the quest completed and gets the extra sustain in for the team. Should just happen in time for the next shrine phase. But if Gul'dan is getting the remaining 7 stacks on his level 1 talent, together with the Ruinous Affliction that he has now on 16, that's some serious damage potential for the next shrine. So that would be the dream for leftovers, to hit those quest talents.
Leftovers are down here in the bottom lane, dancing around. Diamond Skin going all in on this, and they had to decide something soon. With that catapult pushing in the top lane, that eventually will get to core. So they have 22 seconds here with Odin to shell down the keep wall. They'll get that.
But that seems a little bit trigger happy.
It's committed.
Because you are very likely to miss out on Odin for the next big fight. Oh, but if they can get the kill, JAB barely moving back here. They go for Malthael, and he is down. Now that changes things quickly. Ancestral comes through and helps out Lauber. But that's a great kill here for Diamond Skin, getting some extra experience and forcing leftovers to be even more passive.
It just takes one throw, and Diamond Skin were able to get it. They're still a level behind, but a kill buys them some space here. Shrine will be activating soon.
Tiger's Odin should just work out for them as well. So actually, so I'll take it back. Great choice by them, being well aware of the timing for the shrine and therefore throwing Odin out, just saying, hey guys, we can get fit another Odin in before it becomes important for the shrine. So let's try and get some value out of it. Throw the Odin in, get the damage out, and then it will be ready again for the shrine fight itself. So good choice on the side of Diamond Skin. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I'll take it on their behalf.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. That you, yeah, I was apologizing to you, Tim.
That's what I'm here for.
How it works, yeah.
Leftovers continuing the safe play and macro play.
After my lava wave praise, you need to be nice to me.
I am being nice, dude. Glad that we're here on the last day. These last 5 weeks have been a joy. Thanks for being here, Caldor. Hashtag trust Caldor. Love Caldor. Heart Caldor.
Can you please just...
You wanted it, man. All right, so catapults and Night Camp pushing top lane. Right when the shrine activates. Good play by leftovers.
I don't think that's professional. Could you please focus on the game?
Out of line again, huh? DAB goes in for some harassment, gets a knockback. Big combo comes in, but barely misses. DAB's able to recall.
19.5 for leftovers. That's the stacks, by the way. 2 more missing for Blake Kidney, and then we're going to see him complete his quest talent. That should happen around the shrine now, probably with the next wave here. So yeah, 20 isn't there for leftovers. That's the fight that Diamond Skins wants. That's the dream. A level behind, still on even talent. He could grab the Punisher and then go through the bot lane.
Here's Odin too. Top lane's pushing in, but don't worry about that. You got some time. Poking on Tracer, getting her low. Tracer trying to sidetrack him a little bit. Power slide into a Mosh. They're actually going to fight here. They're hitting 2 members. The last right's also being popped.
The last right's popped. Robodoba is nearly dead. The Sanctification is being used by Ethereal. But it's already a 5 versus 4, and it's Greymane that falls. So now he's down to 7 stacks again on his Wisdom Duelist. The 20 has also kicked in 4 leftovers.
Wow.
We have 2 stacks now on last rights. That was perfect. And again, Lauber with the threat here and with the danger as he moved in, isolated them, got the mosh pit in, allowed for the kill to happen. And now we have Prog completed. We are having the level 1 talent on Gul'dan, Echoed Corruption completed as well. Their power spikes have hit and they are trying to carry them to the second keep and maybe even core.
They still have 15 seconds before Gramian's up. If they can open this wall, they'll be good to go. Diamond's getting defended that top lane. A full level and a quarter away from hitting 20. This could be game. Leftovers pushing in, slowly but surely. Last right's up in 4 seconds. Now, the only main issue here is that there isn't a Horrify for 25. That gives time for Diamond Skin to defend, but you got to be careful with that pulse bomb.
And again, they have Ruinous Affliction, they have Echoed Corruption on the core that hurts like hell. So now they're going in again. And with last rights up, if they can get that kill, they're already starting to poke. The Punishers jumping in, helping out. They're looking for the opportunity to go for Rosmek. Tracer, left, right, in, out. Nande down. And they're starting to move in again, trying to make it a double. The second kill comes in. The core is falling, Tim.
The core is falling. It's down to 60. It's down to 50. Could Diamond Skin hold this at all? Leftovers trying to get their first win in HGC. And with the core falling, finally, they do it. Leftovers get their first win in HGC with a 3-0 over Diamond Skin.
3-0.
Clean and crisp.
Leftovers coming out swinging and taking their first match win, looking strong here and doing a lot not only for their match record but also for their map score.
You know what was great about that ending right there on Infernal Shrines? They finally committed to the idea. They just went full all in. They decided, okay, here's our moment. They weren't afraid to win. And that's what we've been wanting to see from them for so long. Don't dance around too much. Don't allow your opponents to have a movement to move in. They also did an incredible engage into Odin. What's one of the rules when you're playing against a Tychus when you see Odin? Don't fight. Just don't engage them. Walk away and come back later. But because that's a rule, they decided to break it. And that surprise was just enough for them to get a power slide, force a fight, get a last rights in, and get a kill. A surprise factor, one that comes in the best of 5 series in 1 game out of 3. Sometimes you're afforded to do those, and it pays off well here for Leftovers with them getting a win. And huge congrats, man. We're happy for them.
Yeah, definitely. They did really well here, and they had so many games this season so far where we just said, okay, they look good, but they didn't get the wins, and now finally we're able to do it. For Diamond Skin, on the other hand, that was a pretty big blow. Not only losing the series, but losing it without taking a single map, that's a bit of a problem. Now, both of the teams are not going to the Western Clash, so there's a bit of a break. Can collect your thoughts, can just review everything that has happened so far, and then prepare even more for the second part of Phase 1, and then work towards not ending up in the Crucible, maybe making a play even for the mid-season brawl, depending on which team you're talking about. So, definitely a crazy game, and I did not expect this to go 3 maps. I really expected 4 at the least, but more so, I was pretty sure we would see 5.
Yeah, and one of the big things about Diamond Skin losing here, too, is that gap gets widened between Zealots and Team Liquid in the crew, and that gets harder and harder for them to fall out of the, or get out of this idea of going to the Crucible. They'll have to definitely put in the work here when we get into our next 5 weeks of the HGC phase. Granted, just mentioned by Caldor, we're going to have a little bit of a break, so Diamond Skin can go back to the drawing boards, but for now, let's continue to focus on Leftovers. It looks like we have a Linked available and ready to talk about the big win today. So Linked from Leftovers coming in here. Is he available? Is he good to go? Josh, were you joking with me?
Okay, if we don't have anyone from Leftovers to interview, I'm going to throw Baby Rage here.
All right, we got Linked up and ready to go. Linked! Where's the smile? There it is. Congratulations on your big win, man.
Yeah, boy.
You guys' first win. How's it feel?
Yeah, man. Well, we broke the record of not going 0-14 this season, so yeah, we're hyped up.
Were you guys expecting a 3-0 decisive win today? Were you feeling it? Was it in the cards? Was it bound to happen? Or was today just a day where everything just worked out?
I mean, we were preparing to beat them, like, and Zealots, but we lost to them. But today was like a really good day for us, and Diamond Skin didn't seem to have had the best day. Like, they didn't, like, maybe the Junkrat band kind of like didn't work out for them this season.
Yeah, Junkrat not being available.
I mean, this week.
Well, unlucky for them, but great for you guys. Let's go over to Caldor.
First of all, congratulations. Really happy for you guys showing off today. Did you guys change anything in your drafting? Because we've been talking about it the last 2 play days that it seems a bit different. You draft a lot more ETC right now. You yourself actually expanded your own hero pool of what you've been showing. You not only show Rhaegar, we have seen you now in Malfuri and Uther really stepping it up. Was that a conscious decision to just change the way you guys drafted, and that you went for different compositions now?
I think we like figured out the draft a bit better, and like Blaze becoming one of the top tier picks kind of seemed like it works out for us, since the draft seems to be a lot about Blaze, Tracer, and Malfurion in the first few rotations. So we kind of figured out like how to draft afterwards.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about DAB. What can you tell me about him as a player? Because it feels like he's making a lot of the plays for you guys. We saw him on Tracer just now. We saw Cassia play twice by you and both times successful. So is he the one looking, like, how is it playing with him? And what can you tell us about him as a player since he's still new to the HGC environment?
So Deb is like our carry player in the team, so he usually sticks to the like high skill, high carry mechanical heroes like Tracer, Cassia, and like Genji, I guess. While Black Kitten is more of the secondary flex player who supports him to carry our team to victory.
When we're talking about, at the beginning of the phase, we talked a lot about you guys and coming in from Open Division, and you said, okay, this is still a different environment for us. We need to get adjusted to the training that we need to put in. And do you feel that you guys are experienced enough now that you can deal with the change in environment and that you're not nervous anymore? Or is the team, and especially those wins now, does that help you now? Or do you still take it just one game at a time and you see that there's still some issues with maybe nervousness?
I think we take it one game at a time. I don't think we're actually nervous playing in the HGC. It's just that like all the other teams in Europe right now seem to be really strong. So we might need more time to actually get on their level. So we just try to take wins from like, I would say bottom 3, bottom 4 teams for now, since it's quite hard to beat the top 3, top 4 teams.
All right, thanks a lot. Enjoy the victory. You guys played extremely well today. It was a pleasure watching you, and yeah,
Thanks.
Congratulations again.
Link, I want to ask you before we let you go. You are going to have a couple weeks off as the Western Clash is going to be happening, and we're going to be coming away from the online matches for a little bit. What are you going to do on your time off? Are you guys going to study, get ready, get focused, going to take a little bit of a break? What's the major plan for you?
So we're probably going to have like a week off and then just try to scrim the teams that aren't in the Western Clash to try to improve and come out stronger in phase 2.
Awesome.
Take more wins than just one.
Awesome. I look forward to your many wins, your many victories in the future. It's great to watch your team grow. But before I let you go, any thoughts you want to share with those at home?
Yeah, keep cheering for us, guys. We're going to try to not go to the Crucible, even though it's kind of inevitable. And I guess shoutouts?
Yes. Give him.
Okay. So follow us on Twitter, Leftovers HGC. Shout out to my team. Shout out to you guys, the fans and the casters. And my team wants me to say, let's go, Team Liquid.
All right, looking for some cheering for Team Liquid. Leftovers getting their first win. Link seem very happy about it, and we look forward to them continuing to come together as a team and, of course, get a few more wins in the HGC. They want to have more than one. It's always a good goal to have.
Yeah, they look good today. If they can, he's talking also about how he feels Diamond Skin didn't have the best day.
Yeah.
And I feel that's probably true. But at the same time, they themselves looked really strong today. If they can copy the same style, the same drafts, and also the same aggression and the way that they were trying to play during the game, how they took the initiative, if they can move that into games against other opponents, I think they definitely can take a lot more games than only those 3.
Well, we'll be right back with the biggest match of the day. Team Liquid, will they be able to get a win on Fnatic and go to the Western Clash? We'll see soon. Well, and here comes the big pulse bomb. DAB's low one out.
Yeah, DAB needs to be careful, but so does Nan. Then he gets hit by the Valkyrie, as we see immediately Malfurion putting down the roots. Robert Oba is coming in and trying to help him out. Wolfjo jumps in with Karasim, attempting to heal. Kidney leaves the dragon. They're going in, they're getting the kill against Trace, against Garrus. The double kill is in the triple as Dehaka falls. Which leftovers are absolutely tied with Diamond Skin. And that's not where you want to be if you had a 20 versus 18 advantage.
Valkyrie hits, will hit Dehaka. Big Twilight Dream!
Nice!
Garrosh is low, so is Tracer. 3 wiped immediately.
To make his way in. And up at the top lane, Dehaka is trying to provide some extra experience for leftovers, as we are seeing Diamond Skin already with 5 on the map. But here comes the move as Dehaka goes in the back. Fawcett is already down, the first target in the fight. Rosmac barely getting out of here with Greymane, and leftovers pushing aggressively forward, and they actually land the dragon under.
Wow, Link able to grab the tribute. Gonna have Blazefall as well to pick.
At the bot lane, let's try to push it out. 20 is now ready for Diamond Skin as well. Again, Uther in trouble. The Valkyrie comes in and he is down. Couldn't even Divine Shield himself. That's a death sentence for Diamond Skin.
At least he has Redemption though. Able to bring out a few heals. Mosh Pit goes off. Mighty Gust to stop it there. Gonna have Lobber on the side. He gets focused down right away. The Twins, unlucky. He gets stuck there, unable to cancel his Mosh, and Diamond Skin is able to clean him up.
Killing Uther, even with Redemption, put them into such a bad position.
Leftovers still stay here.
They need to think about what they want to do right now. Do they want to defend their own bot lane? Are they okay just taking the keep up here? They go for false dead. Divine Shield comes out. They're trying to see if they can get a kill and go for core.
Gosh.
And there's the Mosh Pit again. Lauber is just a beast on that hero.
He's able to get it. Blaze is low. Can we have the final blow come in? Leaving hits it, but the shields are enough. But eventually he does get taken out.
There's a bit of a clock on what leftovers are doing here. Horrify already being used. They're starting to go in Lauber, and it's time to dance, baby. Going in and hitting Uther with it as well. Good zone, but not getting the entire duration through, but definitely drawing a wedge between the opponent. Nice Ancestral. Greymane goes down. Well played here. They go for Roba-Doba. The Punisher's already been taken by Diamond Skin, but another kill is already imminent, and this is the triple.
Tracer getting her low. Tracer trying to sidetrack him a little bit. Power slide into a Mosh. They're actually going to fight here. They're hitting two members. The last right's also being popped.
Last right's popped. Roba-Doba is nearly dead. The Sanctification is being used by Ethereal. It's already a 5 versus 4 again. And with last rights up, if they can get that kill, they're already starting to poke. The Punisher's jumping in, helping out. They're looking for the opportunity to go for Rosmek. Tracer, left, right, in, out. Nande down. And they're starting to move in again, trying to make it a double. The second kill comes in. The core is falling, Tim.
The core is falling. It's down to 60. It's down to 50. Could Diamond Skin hold this at all? Leftovers trying to get their first win in HGC, and with the core falling, finally they do it. Leftovers get their first win in HGC with a 3-0